Hey everybody, it's Karyl Morris from the Image Impact Group, and today you are getting an exclusive look at our upcoming new podcast, The Visibility Room, on air and off script. Now, these conversations are a little bit shorter. You're going to see that they're just one camera, and all that is changing. We're going to be more in depth with more leaders, and you're going to see this beautiful 3-camera setup with phenomenal audio. All right, you guys, get excited. Let's hop into the podcast. Hey everybody, it's Karyl Morris with the Image Impact Group and the Visibility Room on air. And today I am talking with my friend Tati Botta about visibility and leadership. Tati, welcome.
Thank you so much, Karyl. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I wish I could be talking to you every time that we get together for a long time, but I think my cue now is to introduce myself. I am Tati Botta. I'll go by Tati because it's easier, and I own a Sandler Center of Learning for Sales Professionals.
Yes.
And what we do, we help people to sell more and better.
I love that. And one of the things that I love about Tati is that she's very frank about how she helps people, and I appreciate that so much. And I want you to be frank with your answers because I'm going to ask you 5 rapid-fire questions. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
First time in my life doing this.
All right. What first impression do you want people to have of you?
I want them to see that I am powerful.
All right. Why is that important?
Ooh, I like to be powerful.
I feel like we're going to dig into that, but we're going to keep on going. All right. What's your favorite way to connect with people?
I like to listen to them.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, yes.
There's power in the silence.
I would piggyback to that. Yes, there's a lot of power in silence, and I like to listen to people. When they talk, they give what they want to give to me at that moment, and then I think we build trust by me just showing them that I care, that I can listen, and then the conversation just starts from there.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So on that note, what builds credibility faster? Expertise, presence, or consistency?
Consistency for sure.
Okay.
And this is one thing that people usually talk about me, that how much I can be consistent in the ways I act. When I promise something and I keep the promises and I can deliver what I promise, and then I am able to go start to finish in everything that I put my mind into it.
And by the way, that's really powerful.
Yeah, right.
All right. What's a trust killer that you often see?
Inconsistency. So when people promise things that they cannot deliver, for absolutely sure. And I would say even the small things.
Yeah.
When you just tell somebody that you are going to follow up on an email or you are going to call them certain time and you don't do it.
Yeah.
This is a big killing, and I think especially for salespeople, this is going to be something that is going to just have the person not closing with you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So flip side of that, what's a leadership lesson that sticks with you?
Empathy is the base of everything. And I'm not trying to be cheesy here. It's literally that, because people do not do things because of you. They do things with you, and when they are motivated to do it. Motivation is the motive for action, and nobody's going to act to do something or for a leader they don't trust, they don't feel that they can be connected to. So empathy. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And what I love about asking these questions is everybody's is a little bit different, but I see some similarities that weave between people, and I think that says a lot about the people that I like to surround myself with, right?
Yes.
Which is powerful women with empathy and trust and credibility. I love that. All right, so I know from our conversations that you have been in the sales force for like 20 years. And what's really cool about your journey is that you've been in sales, dialing and smiling, shall we say.
Yeah.
You've been in leadership in sales, and you've been in HR in sales. Talk about that journey, if you would, and what does that bring to the table now that you are in the Sandler sales training capacity? What about that journey makes me choose you over somebody else?
This is a very good question, because many times in my career, when I was looking to what I was doing, I was even thinking through, am I like changing careers, moving from sales to HR? And then Today, I know that actually they are complementary. They should work together. And the reason why I say that is, you just said, I was in sales for many years. So this is one side of the table. And then HR is not usually at the same time of the same side of the table.
Right.
So knocking doors for many years, then coaching people to do so was a natural transition for me to start teaching.
Yeah.
And I don't usually use the word teaching, because what I do is facilitating. I lead people to come into their own conclusions and learn the art of selling. And the reason why my clients pick me, it's because I can see from the both sides of the table. One, that is deliverables, being a sales professional and knowing your craft. The other one is from the HR performance side, that you need to have the person being kept accountable for the sake of the business.
Right, right.
So this is the two things that I think come together very gratefully, and this is why people pick me.
Yeah, I think it's such an amazing story, because it is not a common combination. It really isn't. And there's a lot of mindset shifts that have to happen when you're in sales. It's a tough business. It's a tough business. What are some of the things that you see that get in people's ways, and how do you help them shift that mind to, hey, I'm there to help you as an ideal buyer and prospect? Many
things from the professional perspective, when they see that I am coming to train them. Many things that they are afraid of is that I am going to change their ways of doing what they are doing for so many years. First of all, what I do is not to change anybody, is to give them a toolbox in which they can pick and choose which tools make sense for them at that time. And for the leader hiring me, their concern is, I am going to invest a bunch of money in training again, and nothing will come from it, or maybe it's going to take forever for me to see any return of investment.
Right.
So one thing that I tell them is, first of all, what I do is psychology-based, and it's very tailored to each person, meaning that I am not going to treat every sales representative the same way. They have their own needs, and I am going to coach them on that. At the same time, the training per se, from the leader perspective, is going to have a lot of data, a lot of accountability and results orientation, in which they can really feel the results. Yeah. Of course, if they come into the journey with me. Because this is a shift in culture, this is a shift in the way they see sales as a business. Yeah. And of course, results will come from us working together in this shift. Yeah.
And you and I just had a pretty candid conversation about the fact that it's the proverbial, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, right? You can give all the different frameworks and systems and strategies, but if the mindset shift is not there, there's that wall, the proverbial wall too, right?
Exactly, yeah. And we have a lot of reluctance from people when we are talking about this, because it's hard. It's something, although Sandler is in the market for 50 years, I don't see many sales leaders or CEOs or executives really connecting training to data and accountability, because it usually comes from HR.
Okay.
So let's put these two together. When HR suggests a training, they believe HR do not have the clear view of what their life looks like. They say, well, HR is in that headquarters. They don't know what it is to be in sales, and then they are recommending us to do this soft skills training. At the same time, when the sales executive looks for training, he's looking for the nitty gritty. Grow pipeline, have a better forecast, stop being ghosted by people, stop giving discounts, maybe diversify their market. Yeah. And HR is not seeing this, because HR is there in HQ talking about soft skills, and they are talking about putting money into the company's pocket.
And this goes back to why you are so valuable, because you understand both sides of the table.
Exactly.
You've been there, so you know the language to speak to appease everybody, really, and to make, not just appease, but make them understand what the process is and how it's going to be structured so that everybody wins. HR is satisfied, they've got, their boxes checked off, and they see the results there, and the development team lead is thrilled with the results.
Yeah, and this is one thing that I always tell somebody when I am in a discovery call with them, that pretty much my first conversation in which we decide if we are doing something or not.
Yeah.
Not closing the deal, but are we going to continue having this conversation? I am very candid and I am very bold in asking the question, are you looking for training because you want to check the box and do this little like cultural shift by having training? I tell them I'm not the right person because I am very data oriented, but I'm also human-centric.
Yeah,
so we have to have the both sides together to make it real and worth it.
I love it. One more question for you. What's one misconception about sales that you love challenging when you work with your clients?
So many, but that one is big. That sales is an art, that you have to born with it or you don't know how to do it. This is a big misconception. Of course, you may be born with a sales talent, but I will tell you that sales is a thing that it can be taught.
Yeah.
Because sales is a process. It's not about just smiling to somebody or being the most relationship-driven person that you are going to close more or better.
Yeah.
Quite the contrary.
I love
when
that.
you are lost in, I am so nice, you usually miss some clues from your prospect that are going to be very important for you to close a deal.
Yeah. I want to kind of come full circle on this in the way that you answered one of the earlier questions was listening. Listening. That the communication style is to say nothing and listen. That's when you get the clues from those ideal prospects and buyers about what they really need or what's really missing. So, Tati, I know and you know that you and I can talk for a very long time.
Yes.
But we always promise to make these pretty short. So we're going to wrap up. But tell us the best way to get hold of you besides LinkedIn.
Well, you can email me. Can I say my email?
Sure.
So it's Tati, Tati.Botta, Tati.Botta@Sandler.com.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for stopping
Thank you,
by
Karyl.
and chatting
Thank
with
you.
me. And as always, we will see you another time.